Hey everyone, Brittany Harlow, Verified News Network VNN here. Thank you so much for tuning in for this week's VNN Live. Texting my mom. She's wondering what time I'm streaming, asking if I was streaming at 10. No, I am streaming now. She's a big fan. Um, As all of you are, thank you, Verified News community. Tonight, I wanted to talk about our new stream schedule and give you kind of an update about what we've been working on here behind the scenes. I always like to kick these off with inviting you to be a part of the conversation, and that's going to be really important tonight because that's kind of another big part about what tonight is about, talking about this streaming schedule. And obviously, you guys know I got a lot of stuff going on with VNN running this independent news network. We're trying to grow nationwide. We're trying to um, really expand our coverage in the states that we're already in as well, really diving into those communities where we're needed the most um, to empower journalists to share community voices, to empower community members to speak up about important things that need to be on the public radar. So that is only possible by contributions and reaching out and sharing with us. And you can drop some comments here on the YouTube channel. You can email me, bharlow@verifiednews.network. And that's anytime if you're watching this in real time or you're catching it later. Drop me a comment. I'll make sure to respond to you if you have questions. And I'm definitely taking all that feedback because that is why we exist as an independent news network, is to make sure that our communities are having their voices heard. And so if you wanted to support our work, the biggest thing that you could do is subscribing for our news and updates, because it's only through growing our audience that these stories are going to be heard. Once we get these interviews, once we do our investigations, they go nowhere without public support, readership, and viewership. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not. Check out our videos. We have a variety, something I like to think for everyone. And then, of course, go to verifiednews.network and subscribe to our email list so that you get our email news and updates. We love to inform and educate. We really don't spam, not hitting you up constantly for money. If anything, I really just like helping people and hoping that really comes across in our coverage. And the whole reason why I do this is to make sure that people who aren't getting the help that they need, that's known, and that really supporting our communities through news, media, and information. All right, we want to jump into the app. We have our own app. It's a social news media app. It's free. It's built for exclusively for verified news, so that's all that you're going to find there. Our top story right now in the app, an update from Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation. You look down. We do weather across America every Sunday. It's really getting wild with the weather being spring, so it's really interesting to see the different weather patterns and how they're moving across the United States. And then, of course, Rachel Shuett in Michigan has been covering this shooting that happened last week, officer-involved shooting that is getting a lot of attention from a variety of different angles. They released this tape today of this shooting that is going to really paint a clear picture of what exactly went down last week. And so looking forward to that update from her. But typically during this VNN live stream, we'll talk about our coverage and what we're working on. And man, I have been really swamped. We have this really great partnership that we are working with IndieGraph to implement this program to make our news better and serve our communities better. And so that survey is on our, I sent it out via email. It's on all of our different social channels. I can't wait to share those results with you about what everyone's saying, but today is the last day. Um, so if you come across that, I would say really in the next couple of days, you might be able to squeak your answers in, and we definitely would appreciate that. Um, it's been a great experience having a dedicated team that's been helping with our product and market research. And just really doing a lot of um, digging into how we can be a better independent news network. Um, you've seen that we do these VNN lives. I talk about our coverage, our projects. We discussed the April Wilkins case extensively in the past. We're still working on news stories in that regard. We have community voices stories, uh, our new spin-off series, The Indigenous Perspective. We are a Native American owned news company. Um, so that is really important to help have those voices be heard as much as possible, given that history of mistreatment, putting it kindly, for, the last hundreds of years here. And so that is something that we've been working on, but at the same time doing a couple of different stories in that space, the April Wilkins stories, covering other news, business news, and updates in our communities. I have been working on fundraising, and it's really exciting the opportunities that we've been applying for. There's been 5 different things in the last 2 weeks. Like, the deadlines have been crazy. One is a media project that we're trying to get for tech development, which obviously developing our progressive web app, the VNN app, that social news media app that I have been talking about, is something that we have a lot of experience in. But we applied also for 3 separate grants, fellowship, inquiries, opportunities specifically for criminal justice reform in the state of Oklahoma, specifically relating to female incarceration. I will say and that's a great question in the comments, have you heard back from any fellowships or grants? We did apply for, and I don't want to misspeak, but I want to say it's the Just Trust. That Oklahoma is one of the states that they work on, that they are building space and pushing for criminal justice reform, and that tells you alone that the state of Oklahoma is obviously one of those places that desperately need it. April Wilkins blog reached out to us about that, and so we actually had just sent them our application inquiry today, seeing if they wanted to get like a full-on proposal from us. We had to wait to make sure that we had a guaranteed fiscal sponsor. So we had to formalize the partnership in that regard with the local media foundation, who has been a great help with us, a nonprofit organization that we partner with to be able to be eligible for opportunities like that. And so since that, we're still as an independent alternative to mainstream news media source, we get our funding in a variety of ways, and a lot of it's grants, a lot of it is fellowships, and so we haven't heard back from them yet, other than when we reached out to them and asked. We had missed a deadline because we hadn't known about it until after this, formal deadline for the state of Oklahoma had passed. but we're hoping that we will be able to get in on one of their rolling grants potentially. And so keep your fingers crossed for that one. We had a fellowship through another college that would be for a data-driven research project that we applied for with one of our news affiliates, Big If True. They're really heavy into data and research, so that was an easy person for me to reach out to, knowing that that was the type of fellowship that that was for, and so that would help us create a project to really document the statistics, analyze all the data, the gaps, and so that is what that would be for. For that, again, focusing on criminal justice reform, female incarceration, leaning heavy on the example of the April Wilkins case in the process, in addition to a couple other news stories that we have covered. And then the last fellowship that we applied for, which I'm really hoping that we get this one, because this would be the best, I think. It would be to create an interactive database on our website that would have links to all of our stories. We'd be able to produce another illustrated news story uh, focusing on female incarceration in Oklahoma again. But this would be not just news stories, but data, links for how people can get involved, just like a one stop shop interactive, um, really cool database that would bring awareness on these issues. And so that is something that we had applied for. One of the three criminal justice reform grant fellowship opportunities that we applied for that we haven't heard back from, which is good news. No news is sometimes good news. But we also, I want to go ahead. I am kind of sick, so I might have to hop off here a little early. Um, Hold on 1 second here. I'm back. Sorry about that. Like, um, I need to put like a be right back momentarily. I have a cough drop in my mouth and I have water here. I take medicine every day, but there's nothing I could do really about these Oklahoma allergies. Thank you for staying on there um, as I try to get through this. But I won't keep you here for too long. I did want to get to this last um, grant opportunity that we're actually got through to the second stage. and it would be for us to rebuild our um, training program that we have for journalists and entrepreneurs um, that are working in news, whether that be independent or small organizations, to help them serve their communities better, based off all of the learning that we've been able to accomplish. I did want to give you a really quick update before I totally lose my ability to talk. That we are going to be having a new stream schedule. I still want to do VNN live every Wednesday night. Um, but I also want to do, metaverse adventures. I want to talk about other things that we have going on, especially if we get these fellowships and grants. Then we're going to need some space to talk about those projects. And so I'm going to be releasing a new VNN live for our Wednesday night schedules, where every week we'll be doing live streaming at the same time, same channel, but we'll just be doing different topics. And so give me your feedback. Send me an email. Send me a message on Facebook. We're at the VNN app. The VNN app is our handle for Twitter, Facebook, and you can find the links everywhere at verifiednews.network. We have a Discord channel. We have a lot of different ways for you to get involved in what we're doing. So I really encourage you to give me some feedback on what you want to see. Obviously, a traditional VNN Live with just an update about what we're working on with our network is going to be one of the Wednesday nights out of the month. We're going to do Metaverse Adventures one of the nights out of the month. And so I'm going to be releasing that schedule probably in the next week or two. And it could change, month to month. But that's just to kind of give a really good, clear path what to expect, while still making sure that we're able to do the lives every Wednesday, that we'll have something. But trying to do a lot of different things on different nights has just been really not working out. And I love live streaming now. I really enjoy being able to connect with people in real time and be comfortable with receiving feedback in this exchange. It's just a really easy platform for me to share what we're working on and take you on different experiences with us. And so, again, VNN Live updates will be a week, essentially, coverage. We could do an April Wilkins Wednesday every month. I know at least a couple of people would like that, so that's probably going to be a thing. And Metaverse Adventures could be a Wednesday. So we'll kind of still work out that schedule. But again, please reach out to me. Let me know. I have to hop off here and obviously find a different allergy medicine here in Oklahoma. But thank you, Verified News community, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And again, reach out to me. Let me know what you want to see. YouTube lives every Wednesday. In addition to what I shared as far as the ideas, I'm going to be posting that schedule in, I would say, a couple weeks. I'm gonna do it maybe next week. I will give you some updates. Thank you. I like that feedback. Someone thinks that it's a great idea. I appreciate that. And again, April Wilkins definitely gonna have her own night. But I'll kick it off in May, and so I'll take feedback the next couple of weeks. Hopefully, I'll have some really cool updates next week to share with you all about these programs, these opportunities. We also were on a reality TV show last year that we should be getting an update on when that's actually going to air, so you guys can watch that. Thank you. A feel better comment. I think that I am doing okay until I start talking for, however, 20 minutes straight. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much, Verified News community, for your support. I'm so excited for all the growth that we're experiencing. And now that I have taken, and I want to just say about the fellowship that I applied for to rebuild our new training center for news entrepreneurs to help um, educate them just about news entrepreneurship in general and help them get into our system and help them start serving communities and leveraging all of the tools and the resources that we built. That was a 13-page application for that second round application. So you can imagine how much time that took. And it's just me over here. And my stories are like on the back burner. But that's so important and it would really help skyrocket what we're doing. So I posted it before, but please too, just send us some positive vibes. Any one of those grants would be an amazing opportunity for us. Really help expand our coverage and what we're trying to do and what we've been doing for the last 4 years. So thank you guys. I appreciate all of your time and especially sticking with me through my coughing fits. That is the true nature of live anything. But maybe I'll be better next week. I actually do have a cold on top of having allergies, so I feel confident that everything will be better next week. But thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great night.